Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Isaiah Player here. Just so you know, this video is actually pretty fucked up. I tried to rush and get back to where I was when I started this a long time ago. In the process of doing that, I have instead made the video extremely longer than what it should be. And my only thing to that is, one, it's a very abrupt ending to this one. So part one is going to be in two parts. Sorta, kinda. This is practically 75% of everything, but everything else is actually like cut a lot. So it's gonna be like jumping from place to place from the looks of it, and my apologies for that. But yeah, that's what's going on here. So without further ado, peace.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Yeah, everything looked good. Alright, so as for now, this is all we'll be working with. So, bam. Look at it. Everything's fine.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Oh, successfully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Wow.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go. Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
That actually kind of hurt my ear just a little bit.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
Wow. Alright, I can patch him up, so. Boom.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all.
I don't want
All
that.
Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
I'll just leave. Let's see, how am I looking?
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
I'm testing out the sensitivity. Gotcha. Due to complications, stemming from being revived. Oh, yeah. This is like practically cheat mode. Okay. In other words, I see in slow motion. Okay. Isaiah, you suck. Jesus Christ. Fuck it. What the hell? Is it me? Damn. Okay. Alright, so picking logs. Okay. We just go quickens the process. Which I don't have any of that. I still gotta up my sensitivity because it's not pretty much there, you know. Oh, I need one more. Damn. Get the way. Got bread. Oh, I could just sleep here. Neat. And also you can loot God. Jeez, I do not like that. Okay, yeah, it's going. Citrus saber. That's what I like to see. Bullets. Okay, I'm good.
Hey, get over here before you get yourself killed.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. So what I forgot to do was turn up all the sensitivity settings for the game first. So here we go.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he?
How is he? Oof, yeah, so I could be a jackass the entire game.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Oof. Do Spacer's Choice cards back down from my challenge? I don't know if I even used that one.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Laminated?
Here we go.
I'm helping. Yeah, we have her for she. The other guy just fucking. Is she dead? Oh my god! Yo. You killed that nice lady. Hey, you okay? Alright, so last playthrough, she didn't die. Like seriously, she did not die. None of them died. I think I told her to stay there because I'll handle it. Oh my! What the hell happened? Brother, he was only shot. Jesus. Can it me? Okay, I guess I just took it then. All right. Wait. Now it just feels off because now she's just dead. I think. Fuck. Well, nothing I can do about it now.
contains
Level up. I'm just skipping that.
no valuable plunder.
Okay.
Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Damn.
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Oh, so that's the guy. Yeah.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Okay, so now we go. Too bad that lady is dead, so I'm not gonna get like a fucking talk from her like I did last time. Oh my!
Well, I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here?
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, see, that never happened the first time because they didn't die. I didn't stand there and watch. I sat there and helped. That one guy who was like losing all his limbs, he died. But not the Zarya looking chick. Okay, yeah.
Altercation, you say? Yeah, shame as that goes. Spacer's Choice policy strictly prohibits dying during work hours.
What?
Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt. That who died? Oh, right. Yeah, well, we do need all the hands we got, what with folks in Edgewater dropping off like cysty pig tumors. Less competition, though, come promoting time. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice, It's Spacer's choice.
Alright. So, what if, right? What if I just pop this dude right now? Like, what if I just did that? Because, you know, nothing's stopping me. Did he actually go clean up? I guess he just looks. Okay. 300 or so meters that way. But, yeah, I got. Yeah, but the first time that lady didn't die. Is that a marauder? It is. I hate this gun already. Don't do it, mate. Hey, one of you guys got a better gun for me? No? Oh, you suck. Oh, you suck. Let's see, what is this? Oh, damn. What do you got? I don't need that. Yeah, I don't even like equip gear all that much. I do know I have 2 points. I wish they didn't just sit at the top of the goddamn screen, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna go around talking to just everybody. I know some games like this, sometimes it's best to do that. So I kind of just go straight forward, you know. I'm one of those dudes. It's open. Nico pad and water tablets. Which, oh, wrong button.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Oh no, keep going. He's having a good old time just talking and shit.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Because I don't fucking live here.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Ah.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness.
What?
The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
I know what she looks like, but I'm just gonna ask this question anyway.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Okay, so... Okay. You get a companion. Letty. I'm going to leave it right there for a second. Alright. Done. Oh, whoops. Alright. Sometimes require completing another quest before they can assist you. Go. Wait, what? 4 discrepancies. Okay. No, too bad. Go on. Say what you're gonna say. She talked while we was in here the last time. Oh. Like on her own, without me saying anything.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Okay, never mind.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk?
Didn't I just say...
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says.
So,
it's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing.
Gross. Okay. Tom... I think that's the exit, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I guessed correctly. I ain't talking to you. I feel so fucking dumb. I just saw the. You didn't even like correct me, and I ran through you. I need to adjust my sensitivity just a little bit more. Clarity.
Clean.
How's that weird?
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Okay, I pretty much just.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Oh yeah, I know.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Oh, that's right. So this guy wanted me to find him a book. A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright. Weeze leaves. What? Okay. Whoa. The fuck? Hey. Do the urban parts. I can hack into this. Yeah, we'll do it. Trespass and not picky hacking and murder are considered illegal activities in front of what is.
That was quick.
I don't know why I went up to that flower as if I could use it for like materials.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Got my sights on you.
How much damage would it take to kill this guy? And you know, I don't want to kill him and didn't have someone just come up out of nowhere and just start blasting and whatnot.
Where are we headed?
Oh, okay, so fuck it, dude.
Here we go.
Shoot, damn, go ahead, also. So,
Everyone all right?
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
I want your rifle, by the way. I want it back. I had it
I
last
don't
time.
know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Stop being so mean.
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. You want to try standing outside in the heat, keeping your sights open for the next marauder raid? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Could do without the gallows humor. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. I'll tell you what I can.
Let's see. Never mind.
What is it?
Fuck it. I'm just gonna go. Fuck it.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon.
Ew.
It's been cleaned.
Oh.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
I hope so.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Yeah, saying a hero to you, maybe that'd be something, but
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
literally, both my standpoint on both of these situations are just a bad idea. Can I? Where's she at? Where did she go? The way I got in the last time I jumped. Hey man, open the door. If you shoot me, we're gonna have a problem. Okay, we're gonna have a problem. Oh. Oh. Hey, look here, Mr. Combat Droid. Anyway. Owie. Wow. I was gonna kill her. I was gonna fry the shit out of her. Literally, as long as I keep getting... That's not what I wanted to do. As long as I keep getting these parts to... For energy, I could just... For everything. See, that I'm pretty sure that'll kill you if you touch that shit, so I'm not even gonna try. But, damn, I just... fucking like wasted everyone in this bitch. Oh, vending machine. This gives me all the ammunition and stuff that I want. Not really, but it does. What the hell? Just a sawed-off shotgun. I wonder if I could like shoot that or something and just open up everything. Alright, sorry, so the video cut out in the middle of that. But that whole thing is what she said in the middle when it cut. So
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses.
there you go.
I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I was talking about before. That's the whole thing. She butchers the fuck. Hey.
Adelaide's okay.
I know, I'm trying to think.
One of us want to go see what happened?
Nah, I went. How you feel?
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Didn't I just tell me to talk to you?
Food's bound to spoil it.
Oh, damn.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you,
Simp.
are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
I'm just passing through. Yeah.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we?
Okay, dude.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see.
You're jealous.
Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. Would you? I'd be grateful. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to Reed and make a real case for myself.
Alright, so who else did I need to speak to?
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again? Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild Canids, on the other hand. The matter's been weighing on me. I'm staying put until I know what's become of Zoe. Don't want that question haunting me all the way back to the cannery. I'll tell you what I can. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere.
Right.
What is it?
Damn, you're just fucking abrasive, aren't you? I think I killed her and got her gun, actually, the last time. Alright, so let's do that real quick. So, the hell? Okay, so I just thought it. Okay, but yeah. Zoe wants to become a marauder. Oh, wrong button. This, we got that. Hey, lady, what's up?
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Not for free.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
I honestly said that I can't take her with me. I'd rather have her.
Look, I already bought what you were selling me.
I
Just give me some time to gather up my personals.
Where the oh damn, there she is. Give me another one of these. The bomb will kinda hurt. Whoa. Take. Open that right there. I would say the zoom feature is kind of weird. I saw you pop in. You're not slick.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
No.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I could do some